Hey, my name is Hope Vaughn. I am a student at the University of West Alabama. I am pursuing a master's degree in school counseling, and the presentation that I'm about to give to you is for an assignment where I am a hypothetical school counselor of a middle school, talking to parents who have children with ADHD, anxiety, and intrusive thoughts. So let's get started. Hey everyone, my name is Miss Vaughn. I am your school counselor here at Greenland Middle School. And first, I just want to thank everyone so much for joining me tonight. We're here to talk about supporting kids who deal with ADHD, anxiety, and obsessive or intrusive thoughts. These are bright, creative, funny, capable kids, but sometimes their struggles get overlooked or misunderstood. This topic is really close to my heart, not just because of my work, but because I'm also a mom of a very energetic, creative, funny 11-year-old boy who has ADHD and deals with anxiety every day. So I've seen firsthand how hard it can be for him and other students like him to manage big emotions, to focus, and to just feel understood, especially in a school setting. So that's why I'm so passionate about helping families like you and teachers work together to make sure every child feels seen, supported, and capable of success. Research shows that 1 in 5 kids has a diagnosable mental health condition, and most never receive proper support. Research has also found a steady rise in anxiety and mood disorders among teens and young adults between 2011 and 2018. That increase means schools and families must work together earlier and more intentionally to meet kids' emotional needs. Dr. Brian Perlman, the author of Whatever It Takes, reminds us that every student needs both heart and mind support. He says students who are struggling need hope that tomorrow will be better than today. That's what we aim to create here at Greenland, a place where academics and emotional safety go hand in hand. I really look up to Dr. Brian Perlman, who's the author of the book that you see on the screen here called Whatever It Takes, because he is a very big advocate of kids like my son and like your children. And he also was a child who had ADHD and struggled with obsessive thoughts and anxiety, and he was misunderstood all the time. So he can relate, and he tries really hard to advocate for those kids. So I really enjoyed reading his book, and I enjoyed going to his professional development meeting last week. It was very inspiring. So I will be quoting and referencing his book throughout this PowerPoint. ADHD, anxiety, and obsessive intrusive thoughts. These conditions often overlap. ADHD impacts attention and organization. Anxiety involves worry and avoidance. And intrusive thoughts are upsetting ideas that repeat even when a child doesn't want them to. Recognizing them for what they are helps adults respond with empathy instead of frustration. It's really important for us to recognize warning signs. When something feels off, trust your instincts. Look for ongoing changes, not just one bad day, such as big moods or energy changes, frequent stomach aches, or nurse visits. Are they trying to avoid school? Is there a drop in grades? Are they constantly asking for reassurance, or are they wanting to be more isolated? And if they talk of self-harm, please take that as urgent. If they ever express thoughts of self-harm or not wanting to live, we must treat that as urgent. Call 988 and then let the school know so we can wrap support around your family. ADHD and anxiety impact executive function, basically the brain's management system. These kids may forget directions, lose focus, or get overwhelmed easily. It's not defiance, which is what teachers a lot of the time see it as, but it's not defiance. It's a skill gap. When we teach coping and organization strategies, we help them regain control. The best thing you as parents can do is listen without fixing right away. Name what you notice, validate it, and then teach coping tools like breathing, grounding, or simple movement breaks. Dr. Perlman says even small successes help students hold on to hope. Every calm moment is progress. Our support system is tiered. All students learn social emotional skills. Some join small groups or get check-ins. Others may need individual counseling or a 504 or IEP for consistent accommodations. Dr. Perlman's message of thinking outside the box inspires us to create new ways to help kids succeed. Here's a few of the accommodations that work for us here. Chunked directions and visuals, flexible seating like you see in the picture here in the PowerPoint, or movement breaks, extended time or alternate testing, planner support, and positive feedback. These tools make a huge difference. They're not special treatment, they level the playing field. They help students demonstrate their ability without being blocked by anxiety or focus struggles. The most important thing that parents need to remember is that your voice matters most. You must advocate for your children. You know them better than anybody else. But lead with partnership. Remember, the school and you are on the same team. Bring examples of what helps at home and ask for a meeting if you need formal support. Remember, these behaviors usually reflect lagging skills, not bad choices. That mindset changes everything. If your child's safety is in question, call 988 right away. Then notify me or one of the principals. You're never alone in this process. We'll connect you with ongoing support. These sites here on the screen are credible, practical, and parent-friendly, and you'll receive a list on a sheet of paper after this meeting um, of all of these contacts plus local contacts, and I will also post it online with clickable links for you to easily access. Before we close tonight, I want to leave you with a short clip from one of my favorite educators, Rita Pearson. She reminds us that every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best they can possibly be. When we're talking about kids who struggle with ADHD, anxiety, or obsessive thoughts, this couldn't be more true. These kids don't need perfection. They need connection. They need adults who see beyond behavior and believe in their potential, even on the hard days. So I'm going to try to play this video.
We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class because I am the best teacher and you are the best students. They put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. Years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it is not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thank you so much.
That message really sums it all up for me. Every child sitting in our classrooms, no matter their challenges, deserves adults who believe in them enough to do whatever it takes. Thank you so much for being here tonight, for caring, for showing up, and for being your child's champion. Together, we can make sure every student at Greenland Middle School feels supported, understood, and hopeful about tomorrow. But remember, we're in this together. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me using my email, or you can call me during the office hours listed on this PowerPoint, and I will be sending you a list of the resources soon. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll have a really good night.